Hello, chat. Oh, it's good to not be sick. CS2 released, so I will now play 20 hours per day for 2 weeks straight, so I shall lurk. Have a good one. Alright, enjoy Counter-Strike 2. Hopefully they don't pull an Overwatch 2 and be very bad. Because that would be not good. That'd be very sad, actually. To be completely honest, that'd be pretty sad. Hello, Strike, welcome. as well as Coolio, aka Vibrant. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's been a rough few days, chat. Personal stuff. But we are here. We are here and we pull through. Going through it. The YouTube channel's popping off a bit. We are at almost... We are getting close to 10K views in this month alone, which is very nice. Collab when? We definitely still have to set that up. I'm totally down. We just got to pick what we're doing. For fuck's sake. Working on shit with Suku right now? Oh, yeah. You guys are working on a doc, right? Big idea. Nice. Glad to hear it. Best of luck with that. I know Suku said he might pop in too. But yeah, we, yes, a speedrunning comp. Is it for a KH? I had a KH speedrunning competition idea a few months ago. Is it the speedrun every single game? Like it's one person passes to the next game, to the next game, next game? Like one speedrunner for each game? Oh, just KH1. Okay. Cool. I tried speedrunning KH2 like a couple times, and it's a bit rough. No, it's KH1 with base objectives. Hello! Rial, welcome. Each objective, even optional, worth a point system. So are you talking about, like, coming up with a competition for, like, people to enter in and then, like, compete for these points? Similar to, like, a Minecraft crossout challenge, where, like, if they achieve a goal, they get points on, like, a board? Is that what you're talking about? That could be really cool, actually. Yeah? That's actually a really sick idea. Kinda? Okay. If you do that, that'd be actually great. That would be a great idea. We're working on the doc with rules and objectives. I would definitely say, if you need rules, probably look at the Minecraft crossout challenges. That include like a 5x5 board, where basically you just go until one person has I guess it would be 13 out of the 25. That would also pair it with Kingdom Hearts having 13. Could be a good winning number. So, Minecraft crossout. Personal note for me to screenshot in my kitchen making a toasted PBJ. Here, I'll take a screenshot of that message for you and send it to you. How about that? I'll send that to you on Discord. Thank you, of course. So, chat, today, actually, I was going to get started with some gaming, but actually, we need to design something for the YouTube Shorts. Toasted PBJs are important. They are very important. So, I'm no longer sick, but I am still feeling a little bit of the residual tiredness. Like, I can tell I've turned on the stream, and, like, right here, already feels tired. Cut that toasted PB&J in half. Triangle. That's a good half. So something we need to make for the YouTube Shorts is a call to action. Does anybody in chat... Here's a little pop quiz for people in chat. Does anybody know what a call to action is when it comes to content creation? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Rial, you don't count. BRB, not a problem. Rial, you don't count. You can't answer this. You'd be cheating. Can a moderator, maybe Vibrant, check and see if there's a category called Photoshop? I'm not certain there will be, but it would be a good thing to check because that is what I will be doing. I will be doing Photoshop. But I don't know if there's anything like that. If there is, switch to Photoshop. If there's not, then I don't know, bro. Riel, you would know this. Is the resolution for vertical shorts still 1920 by 1080? Do they still consider it that? Even for vertical, just obviously shifted? Is that what that is? Yes? Okay, thought so. I've made like 2 shorts, so I thought it was. But yeah. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, a call to action is like when you see on a YouTube video, like when a YouTube video tells you to subscribe. That's a call to action, okay? But I want to make 2, like, not annoying call to action shots that aren't like me going, you should subscribe, or some shit like that. So I want to make 2 non-annoying call to actions. I do not see Photoshop. Then let me look. Let me look at categories. I do see people using art. Let me Google it. Yeah, if there's one called art/creative, do that one. Yeah, art/creative is fine. So what we're gonna do is I should show you guys the new branding materials. You guys are on Twitch, so you will see. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this box off real quick. You guys should be able to see the new profile photo that's down under the stream. I went through and edited that here recently. I'm gonna also pop it up here on stream so you guys can see it. What did you want me to add it as? The art one or creative. If there's one called creative, that's fine too. But art or creative, either one is fine. I have created some new branding materials for the channel. So firstly is this profile photo. So I used to have a profile photo that looked like this. Ooh, that is a small looking photo. There we go. That's a better way to do it. Okay, so my old photo used to look like this. This is the old profile photo. It is a character from Kingdom Hearts called Xemnas. It is a character I'm able to voice. Canonically has yellow eyes for a specific reason I'm not going to get into. Has gray hair, is wearing a coat because of a group that he's a part of, a villain group that he's a part of. And I like the character. I like the character quite a bit. So this has been my profile on a lot of social media accounts for a little bit over a year. Because I'm a part of Kingdom Hearts Productions, as I've mentioned a few times here before, not super often. So I have this profile because an artist on our team did it. And if you can see the little like loops right here, like one here, one's over here, one's in the bottom corner, and then there's another one right here. All of the directors that were around when this got created got one, including people that we talked about before, like Suku, Strike, MJ Cash, who's been in the chat before, Kosa, who I do the podcast with. We all got ones like this. Some differing, some with actual characters, some are of themselves, some like were custom characters, shit like that. But I said to myself, you know, it's nice and all, but I'd like to update it. So what I did was I went in, I changed the eye color to more reflect my eye color. I know it's kind of hard to see here because I have a purple light over on this side, and I have a fairly bright light coming forward, and I'm not also super close to the camera, but I basically have like blue-gray, blue-green eyes. They kind of shift between blue and gray depending. But I wanted to match my eye color a little bit more, and then I wanted to change the hair color to a little bit more my hair color, stuff like that, while still keeping the coat, trying to keep the skin very similar, stuff like that. So I came up with this. I also redid the black line drawings for the hair. You'll be able to see, especially if I make the image larger, which I'll go ahead and do. If you look closely at it, I redid the black lines for the chains that you can see. Like on the old photo, I'm going to blow up the old photo real quick. For example, the old photo, you can see the zipper and the chains and stuff there. But with the new photo, the chains, I completely re-outlined the chains in black so that they were a lot more definitive. I then also re-outlined the edges of the hair as well as some of the interior portions of the hair with the dark brown. Re-outlined all the lines in the face, all the stuff with that. All in all, I spent probably a good couple hours working on this profile photo. So that is the profile that you now see here on Twitch. That's my profile on Discord. That is my profile photo on YouTube now. So everything's a bit different there when it comes to that. Then we have our content stuff. So on Twitch, my Twitch banner used to look like... If I can get it pulled up. My Twitch banner used to look like this. I'll blow it up a little bit. This is what the Twitch banner used to look like. Fairly basic. It's not too bad at all. And the new YouTube banner, or sorry, new Twitch banner looks... Hey, was it Minecraft Crossout or Crossover? It should be Crossout. If you need, I can try to look up a link. The most common person to do it was Small Ant. Yeah, it should be Crossout. It's not Crossover. It should definitely be Crossout, unless I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I could be thinking of the wrong thing. Yeah, we can't find it. Don't worry, though. You're busy streaming? No, I'll totally look it up. I'm not bothered by that at all. YouTube. No. Why am I looking up YouTube on YouTube? Minecraft Crossout Challenge. Small Ant. Yeah, I found it. So I challenged my... Yeah. This is the concept. I'm linking it to you right now. Don't know the name, but I found a YouTube video of him doing it. Enjoy. Okay. And then the new banner looks like this. So the new banner is that one right there. This is the old one. So I added a little bit of extra trimming to it. I made the colors a little bit easier to read with the banner. Thank you, of course. Of course, not a problem at all. Happy to help. So basically updated the graphic. It looks more modern now. It looks better, in my opinion. And then I changed a bunch of other things to match this. So I'll just go through them fairly quickly so that you guys can see them. In the bottom right-hand corner of YouTube videos, my name shows up as a little watermark in the bottom right-hand corner. It has now been updated to this. Additionally, the YouTube banner has to be a bit bigger than the Twitch banner. So it looks like this. It's a bit taller, a little bit different angles, but it still looks great to me. Love it. And then you guys will be able to see this when the stream ends today. But this is the new thanks for watching screen that you will see at the end of stream. It's just a little bit modernized, new modern colors, as well as easy to read text. No huge difficulties with that anymore. So yeah, updated a few of the graphics. That way it can just look better. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited because YouTube's been doing well. So I'm wanting to invest time into that. I'm wanting to invest, resources into doing that. But what we need to do is right now, the YouTube Shorts do not have a real, okay, they have a bit of a call to action, but I'm going to show you an example if I can. Let me look at my channel. There it is. Shorts. Let me get this over on this screen. Pull up OBS. Stream main. Pop. Display capture. Close that. So let me turn off the music for a moment. At least for a couple minutes. So if we look here, you guys will be able to see the YouTube channel. So this is the YouTube channel, as you can see here, with the banner in the background now. Very, very cool. But with this, with the YouTube Shorts.
When are we able to make a big girl?
A what?
Bigger grill, whatever.
Oh, later. We need metal first.
Yeah.
Sponge boy, get back on the grill.
When are
As you can see there, at the very end, it says full video available now. Okay, so there is a bit of a call to action there. Okay, and big props to the editor. Rial is in chat quite often. It is very, very cool that we are able to put in any sort of call to action. Okay, saying that the video is up on the channel now, but we can make it better, chat. I fully believe that we can make it better. And so, what we are going to do today, just for the start of the stream, is I want to... Wasn't able to change category. I don't think I have permission to. You definitely should, but I can edit it. It's not a problem. I can change it real quick. There. So what we're gonna do is we can do Photoshop. I hope that you guys can see this. I don't think you can yet. What if I put something here? Like, what if I put a box here? Does that show up? It does not. Why does it not want to work? Photoshop does not want to pick up. All right, give me 1 second. That means I'll just have to do a display capture real quick for you guys. Do. Here we go. Slide. Now you guys should be able to see it, right? Yep, you can see it. Okay, so basically this format, we're gonna click on here. We're gonna go and delete this. This format. Why can't I delete the rectangle? There. This is the YouTube Shorts format. So it's 1920 tall by 1080 horizontal. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a simple black box here. Go ahead and change this to black. There we go. Now, what I want to do on here is we need to look at where a couple of elements are on a YouTube short. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually just going to take a screenshot of... Probably should pick a YouTube short that's not mine. Unless I unsubscribe from myself real quick. I don't know why it's... There we go. And then if I click here... Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this YouTube short. Oh, shit. I don't know if this shows up differently on mobile. Does the... The subscribe button might show up on a different space in a YouTube short on mobile. It does... Okay, so that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, when you're looking at a linked video on mobile, are we able to see where that's linked? Like if I go here again, and I click on one of my shorts... Okay, this should help way more. There we go. Now I can send this to myself, and we can get the placement for a couple of things that are very crucial. There are a couple of very crucial elements that we need to make sure that we hit here to make a good call to action. So if I pull up the Discord... Here we go. Copy image, paste. Paste. Can I paste the image, please? Please. Can I hide this and then paste the image? Great. Copy image, come on. Paste the image. There we go. Okay, here we are. So, as we can see here, there are a couple of very, very necessary... elements that we have that we really, really need. I'm going to turn the music back on. And the pieces that we need are, we need to create a call to action. We need to create one that identifies the, wow, that is not a good color for this, that identifies the subscribe button. And then, because YouTube rolled out a newer feature that identifies this piece right here is what's called a linked video. So if that's right there, you can actually click that little thing there, and it will allow someone to effectively just access the whole YouTube video, which is what we want. We want that. For some reason, it looks like it's a little taller. Rial, would you know why this is? The height doesn't line up. Are we sure it's 1080? Or sorry, 1920? Did my phone blow it up, maybe? Because that's a screenshot from my phone. Do we know why that would have been? It's acting like the screenshot's taller than 1920. Yeah, it says 1920 by 1080 on YouTube. That concerns me just a little bit because I don't understand why that would be off then. Do you have any idea, Real? Does anybody have any idea? Because for some reason then, that means that when I took the screenshot on my phone, it was bigger than it should have been. Could have happened when you copied it off PC? It could have. I guess I'm just concerned. Do we think that... Okay, then where's the better option? Would the subscribe button be better here, where it's aligned with the bottom of the photo? Or would it be better if it was aligned with the top? It'd probably be better if it's aligned with the bottom, right? Is that accurate? Yeah. It's just hard to say, because I don't know. I mean... When I go into my photos, I wonder what it says the resolution is. Yeah, the screenshot on my phone says it's 1080 by 1977. That's weird. It's like bigger than it's supposed to be. Why? I wonder why the YouTube short shows up bigger on my phone. And how it does that. Huh. Okay, we'll create them, and then if the editor needs to change it around a little bit, we can do that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to be creating one call to action that plays here. Okay. And then one call to action that is important here. To identify both of those spots. That way it like shows it to people more. Telling them like click here for the full video or something like that. So okay, in that case then let's also make another one width 1080, height 1920, CTA for shorts number 2, create. And then we'll take this image and also put it over here. We'll align it with the bottom because that's what we're going to trust for now. And if the editor needs me to swap it around, I can. So then what we're going to do is our first call to action, we're going to make for the subscribe button, which will go right here. We're going to color this with mint blue. We'll do that. And then we'll do this. This box needs to have no stroke. And then we'll create a black box that just envelops the whole thing. It'll go under that. Oh, wait, we already made one. On this one, we already made one. There we go. So that's where the subscribe button's going to be. And then we need to tell them to subscribe. So let's add some text. Let's do a big subscribe. We're going to just tell them to subscribe. We're going to be straight up. We're going to be honest with them. We're going to tell them subscribe. Let's have a little bit of better design work with this. We can do a color overlay to make it gray. Then we're going to make it a smart object. We're going to blend. Then we're going to do a gradient overlay. That's a good gradient to me. We're also going to add a stroke. This one is going to be a solid black. We're going to do a 5. And then we're going to make it, we're going to rasterize it. And then we're going to make it back into a smart object. We're going to rasterize it one last time. Go back into blending options. And then we're going to give it one more stroke. But instead of color this time, we're going to do it as a gradient. And then let's go ahead and make this thing a little bigger. Whoop. Whoop. Come on. Maybe a little bit too big now, right? So let's, instead of 200, what if we do 165? Yeah, subscribe. And then let's do something I haven't done before. Let's not crop. Whoops. Generative expand. Oh, thank you. We're going to be using a different tool than generative expand. What we're going to do is we are going to make red arrow, red YouTube arrow pointing to the blue box. Because I don't want to go get a red arrow to add on to this. That didn't quite work. Let's remove the black background real quick. Let's do it again. Red arrow. Woo-wee. Arrow. Transparent background. With a transparent background. Now let's try this. That didn't really work. That was not bad, except for it's a fake transparent background. Deselect. And that one didn't work either. So let's just do red arrow. Generate. And we're going to get a couple more options. Because I'd like to get a good YouTube thumbnail arrow out of this thing. May not be able to. Red curved YouTube arrow. And if this doesn't work, I can go grab one off the internet, but I don't really want to. Might even be able to create a shape, but... yeah, no. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting a good one here. So... let's do... red arrow, black background. Let's do a red 2D arrow. This will be our last one. If it doesn't work, I'll just grab a PNG off the internet. That's not good. That one's not good. And that one's not good. So, we are going to get rid of this layer because that did not work. And now we will grab red PNG arrow. Here we go. Just a moment. Need to make sure not to leak files here. Yep, that worked. Okay, now that we have that, we can make it a little bit bigger. We can move it. And boom. There we go. So that's our red arrow. Now we are going to rasterize, smart objects, blend, color overlay, smart object, blend, gradient. Let's make the gradient follow the arrow a little bit. Let's make it pink pointing down to it. And we'll add a color, a black stroke there. And then we'll convert it to a smart object. We'll blend again. And then we'll add our little gradient. And there we go. What do you think, chat? How does it look? Subscribe. So when you see this video, what you would see, you'd see the black screen, but you'd see the YouTube button here over the YouTube, over the blue box. You'd see the red subscribe button with the arrow and stuff like that. What do you think? I think it is better than nothing. So it's what we have now. Then the second one we need is a box for this. Okay, this is the one that we need. Put that there, put this here, put that there. Sorry, I'm thinking of cotton candy right now because of those sick colors. Well, that's good. Then we're gonna want to add watch the full video here. Then we're going to grab this. We're going to bring it down a little. The text is a little big. So let's make it a 125 instead of 150. And then let's shrink the box a little. So it's still 2 lines of good text. We're going to go ahead and center that. Let's go ahead and add our effects to this. So we're going to add our black stroke as well as our gray color overlay to make it easier. No, we have to add the color overlay first. I apologize. Convert to smart object. Now we can add the color, the black stroke, and the gradient, which we need to reset its alignment back to 90. So it's vertical. Keep going into blending options. Actually, that should be good. Convert to smart object. Blend. Now, wow, Big B TCN, that is Kosa. For those of you guys who don't know, that's my co-host for the Metagame podcast. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime, my man. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna add our gradient here, and the way that we have it set up is the blue is on the outside of the pink, and the pink is on the outside of the blue, which should be pretty good. Now that I have this here, I almost want it a little bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and convert it to a smart object, and then we're going to rasterize the layer. And then we're going to make it a little bit bigger. We're going to make it a 300 pixel height instead of what it was before, which is 266. And then let's grab our arrow from this one and put it here. So, when they see this, it'd be telling them to watch the video there. I feel like it still is pointing to the subscribe button a little bit, but do keep in mind, when it's on their screen, this pink box, so it's going to be the black background. The black background will be the video at this point, and then the pink box will be underneath the pink box will be underneath this text. So, like, I think it'll be telling them where to click. Mountain Dew with ranch. Not doing that, but I will go ahead and drink some water. I appreciate it, brother. I don't know. I think it maybe should point a little bit less to the subscribe button and a little bit more to this. So, I think instead... Lol, LMFAO. I was just curious what that did. I just hydrate, man. So I think... Do you guys think if the arrow comes from off screen, it's that terrible? Yeah, I don't think that's a great idea. I think I'd almost rather rotate it negatively about 30 degrees. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe more like 40? Now let's do a solid 45. Okay, so that's basically straight up and down now. So let's go ahead and rasterize this layer, and then we can go and change its height a little bit. Instead of 580, let's do 500. Okay, so what about that? What about that, chat? That'll be its placement. So you have the like, dislike, comment, share, remix, all that. You have this line, which is where the box will be. That pink box will be there when they see the video. So basically, you'll be able to see the comments, stuff like that, all over this, as well as you'll be able to see where they should click to watch the full video. What do you think? They'll be able to see this line of text. Ooh, do you think pink is a bad idea there, chat? Yay, not sick anymore? Very much yay. I'm almost wondering if that's not a good idea. So, with this one, the red subscribe button will show up on top of that mint. But I worry, since this text is white, that you won't be able to read that. Because we're talking about white text on pink. Might need to be darker. That's what I'm thinking. So, I think instead, what if we make this one... I probably could make like a rich purple. That might actually be better. Let's try to make a rich purple, chat. Like maybe we pick one like this. What do we think about that? Would that work? Would you be able to see white on that? I don't know if we could. I don't know if we could see white on that. It might still need to be a deeper color. Might need to be darker. That's what I'm thinking. Let's make it a bit darker. It is a nice purple though. I do like that. How's that? Lighter colors are gonna make white hard to read. 100%. How about that one, chat? That one's a bit deeper. That one could be good. Actually, here, hold up. I might need to actually hit remove background on this, but we'll see. I tested out with a white text layer on top. That's very fair. I was going to try to grab that one, but it might have been a better idea to do that. What the fuck did it... Whoa, 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 chat. Wait, hold up. Did it just create a fake YouTube channel? Hold up, hold up, hold up. What the hell? Wait. Wait. What is Zaytel? What is this? Got it. Great, thank you. No, stop, deselect. What the hell? Dude, no, hold on. No. Wait. Wait, it's trying to... Wait! It made a fake YouTube channel! No! How will I go on, chat? This Zaytel guy is hilarious. No! Dude, that profile is different too. It legit, like... It remade me! Hold up. Big girl? Hold up, let's see. Dude, it butchered the shit out of me! What the hell? It's so alike, but it's so not. Created your bizarro version of you? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. You went to 20 to 60 real fast? Yeah. Damn, bro. Fuck. Anyway. No, let's actually hit the remove background tool. That's very funny. That's very funny. Actually, yeah, let's just make white text. What am I doing here? I don't need to do this. I can just create small white text. No, not Zaytel! Layele? What the hell does that even mean? I don't even know, bro. Okay, let's create very small text. Click here, LMAO. And then white. Ah, shit. I have to reselect it. White. And then we're going to make it... I don't even know what size would be good here. 50? Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's not bad. That's probably good, right, chat? Click here, LMAO. I think that's pretty good. That's readable. Yeah. We could go a step deeper, but I feel like then it becomes a little bit too deep of a purple, and I may not like it as much. I can revert it if I don't like it, but I can also make a deeper purple, like this. Could also do that. Which one, chat? 1, this is option 1, or option 2? Maybe option 2. Option 2 is a little bit darker, but it doesn't lose the color. The deeper purple makes it easier for sure. Then I'll keep this one. Zaytel! No! God, he's gonna... layer on it, man. He's gonna layer on it, man. He's gonna steal all my subs. Layer on it. He's gonna layer on it. Fuck. He's gonna layer on it, chat. Where's my vodka? Anyway, I'm not that big. They better not be stealing my subs yet. That not an I, that a J? It actually looks like 2 T's. I will admit, though. No, a J has to go the other direction. Brother. A J looks like this. That's not a J. That's going to the right. That's not a J. It's L-E-Y-E-L-E-R on... And I took it as an I for the joke. Watch it. There's going to be a Zaytel on Kick streaming. Alright, then. Sucks to suck. And you know what? They're going to suck. They can never make content like me. We're the best to ever do it, chat. We're the best. We're the best to ever do it, chat. Never Zaytel me the odds. Anyway. Enough of that. Okay, here we go. This is, yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is good for now. Riel, if I were to pass this to you, do you think you could pass it on, put it on one of the old shorts and see if it works? Because, our concern was that, when I was looking at this image, for some reason, when I screenshotted it on my phone, the vertical height was 1977. So we went ahead and just aligned it all with the bottom of the screen because that will probably stay accurate. But the width was still 1080. So I just aligned it with the bottom of the screen and went from there. But I need you to tell me if they line up. Because if they don't, I can edit it real quick. But yeah, I'll export these then. Not with Zaytel. No. No, God, not Zaytel. God. Okay, here we go. So let's remove this. Watch video, arrow, and then we need our box. Great. I will get these exported and sent to you. So I think the order would be short plays, subscribe holds for a second or two, and then watch full video holds for a second or two. Or actually, chat, do you think it should tell them to watch the full video before it tells them to subscribe? Because I feel like if they see... Can you export it with no black background? I can. I just thought the black background would, like, hold their focus, but yeah, I can. I can just do it transparent. Yeah, I can add it on the editing software. That's fair. If you want the black background, you can add it in, but we'll see. CTA 1. I'll just give it to you in Discord, probably. That'd probably be a good way to do it, right? So I can be the one adjusting the verticality with the transparent background. Oh, that's true. I don't even have to fix it then, if that works. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. All right, I will pass them off to you on Discord. And then chat later on this evening, we will see one of the shorts with the new content stuff. So I think we should vote then, though. Do we think we should tell them to subscribe first or watch the full video? Because if they go to the YouTube video, we're going to tell them to subscribe inside the video. So I feel like, okay, if it was me, if a video told me to subscribe, I'm ready to scroll, right? But if they tell me to watch the full video, I'm equally as ready to scroll. So if they're going to do one, we'd rather they watch the video, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we'll do watch the full video first, and then subscribe comes after that. So probably hold each one, what do you think, chat, for 2 seconds? Watch the full video here, holds for 2 seconds, and then subscribe for 2 seconds. What do we think about that? Two to three seconds. Anything more might overstay its welcome. 2.5. I agree. All right, shit. It looks like we all agree, chat. Good stuff. Wait. Ah, Photoshop, you suck. Wait, I didn't even realize. At some point, it just started working. It started capturing Photoshop properly, but you guys couldn't tell. Watch this. Watch this. So, what it did... Wait, were you guys able to see it that way the whole time? That sucks. Okay, so this is what you guys were seeing, right? This was the screen you were seeing? Is this accurate? This is what you guys saw, right? Or am I wrong? Let me check something. When I zoom in, Was it showing up double like that for you guys? No, I mean, was it showing up 2 times like that? Ah, okay. So, yeah, apparently at some point, So I turned on display capture because it didn't look like application capture was working for Photoshop. So I didn't realize that it was working. I didn't realize. So it doubled at some point. I didn't realize that that started working. Whoops. You guys will be able to see more in the future, I guess. Although I guess not much, because I was covering up the tools. Because they're on the right side. Or left side. Damn. I'm wondering if there... I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should make. I don't think there's anything else I need to make. Wait, did I just send those to you, Kosa? Ah, for fuck's sake, man! God damn it. Sorry. Let me delete those. Shit. Sorry, y'all. They're coming your way. Oh my god. Yeah, I completely sent those to the wrong person. Alright, there we go. They should be there now. I wonder why the notif didn't pop yet. Which notif? I just sent it to you. Like now. So now it should be there. They should be there. Whew! But yeah. Alright, it's in there now? Great! Fantastic. Glad to hear it. So, another thing, chat, to keep in mind. Right now, the YouTube short that released today is at 1,400 views. And it's 2 minutes away from hitting the 6-hour mark, which is usually when it hits the YouTube algorithm. So, this is the most views we've ever had 6 hours into a YouTube short. Usually it's 500 or 600. And what it's been doing, whenever it's around 500 or 600 views, it's been multiplying by 5 at about the 6 to 8 hour mark. It's been hitting people's feeds more, I guess. But we're going into that 6 to 8 hour mark with 1,400 views already. So, crossing my fingers, this video itself, if it multiplies by 5, could easily become our new most viewed video. So, every week, new milestones every week, chat. Big high hopes, high hopes. We shall see. Here's to hoping. Hoping it pops off. The YouTube's been doing fairly well, which I'm glad. I'm glad. I knew when I got my new computer, I really wanted to rededicate myself to making content better and just doing things better. So hopefully I can continue to do that. We're not far from breaking 10,000 views on the month, which is fantastic. For basically, well, for 4 weeks worth of posting, which is basically what's happened. That'd be really sick. And it's all thanks to the editor, Rial. Which, happy 1 month, Rial. It has been a great month so far. So, very, very glad to have you. And very appreciative. Whew! Anyways. It has been a great month indeed. Fantastic. I'm glad you believe so as well. Glad to see and hear it. Well, not hear it, but see it. And here's to many more. So, And here's to hoping. With the growth that we've been experiencing, which is now averaging a little bit over a sub a day, I mean, we could break... I don't know, we could break 100 by the end of the year. Which would be really cool. The highest subscribed channel I've ever been a part of, personally, is KHP, which is at like 260, somewhere in there. So, it would be... It'd be very cool. Oh no, I'm sorry. KHP is at 226. But still, it'd be really fun. It'd be really cool. And then hitting 1K would be fucking crazy. 1K is just like, I don't know, beyond my mind in terms of comprehension. I don't even know what I would do if I hit 1,000 subscribers. It probably won't happen, but we'll see. Never know. Let's see. Definitely could happen. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. If people on YouTube Shorts could ever subscribe, maybe. The problem is that it's thousands of views and like very little subscriptions. But I mean, I don't know that. I don't know that that's not how every YouTuber feels. That for like every 1,000 or 2,000 views on a short that they get a subscriber. Man, I wish. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it'd be cool to hit 1,000 subs. I don't know that it's going to happen, but I mean, it could happen. I don't know. It'd be cool. I'd like it, obviously. I'm just happy my shorts get comments at least. That's fair. The shorts are starting to get comments. Like, one short got 3, although I think one of those was me replying. Another short got a comment. A couple of the videos have gotten a couple comments. Actually, funnily enough, the least viewed video, which is the latest one, the raft video, it has the most comments, with 2 that weren't me. 2 of them were me replying, but yeah. Riel, just a quick question. Should I transition to doing something else for now and then come back to the video later? Or do you think it's going to be, like, pretty quick? I don't want to rush you. I just don't want to, like, completely shift gears and then have to immediately shift back. If you know what I mean. Wait up should be quick? Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't know if you do it, but, by the way, but posting shorts on TikTok also sometimes helps, but that app's audience isn't always the most receptive. Yeah, so I tried logging into TikTok on PC, and it literally wasn't working, for, like, the 2 or 3 days that I tried it, so I basically gave up on it. I'd be down to do it, I just don't want to get TikTok on my phone. If I could just manage it on my computer, that'd be great. But it kept wanting to give me problems. So, I don't know. I don't want to get the app on my phone. But I might have to. But that also would add a little bit more work for the editor. But I mean, he's talked about before that he wouldn't charge me anymore for that. Because it's a very minor detail. Should we Photoshop something else, chat? Would you guys like to Photoshop something? What should I Photoshop? So, I'll tell you guys a little bit of a story. D's nuts? Shut the fuck up. An end screen? Oh, fuck. We don't have an end screen, do we? We don't have a YouTube, like, for the full YouTube videos? Fuck. Ah, you're right. Shit. I didn't think about that. Okay. Let me see something. So I think, yeah, the YouTube banner is too big. How big is the thanks for watching screen? The thanks for watching screen is 1920 by 1080. All right, chat. We'll work on an end screen. Might be worth whipping up something in After Effects. I'm not certain I have After Effects. But I will also be honest. I think I also would be somewhat okay just coming up with a stagnant image to like place shit on. That might be okay too. But After Effects might be good in the long run. But yeah. I'd probably want to get something basic for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this opened up so that you guys can see it, eh? I want you guys to be able to watch me doing it. So I think in this case then, so Photoshop only shows you guys this much. If I just capture Photoshop. But if I capture display instead, you guys can see this. So I think this is better for you guys, right? It's better if you see this. Right? Because then you can see more. You can see all the stuff over here, and you can see more over there, and you'll also be able to see when I'm opening up further windows and stuff. So I think that's a better decision. So you guys can see more. See more butts. No. Anyway, 1920 by 1080. YT end screen. That is a bit bright. Okay, so. Oh, I'm actually a little bit stupid. Give me a moment. Rather than doing that, I need to actually open up the project file for the thanks for watching screen. And then I'll just be able to edit it from there. That'd be way better. So I'm going to do a save as, and I'm going to YT end screen. But I still have both files there, right? Thanks for watching and YT end screen. Yep. Okay. Now we're good. So actually, what we're going to do is we're going to start from this base. This base will be a much stronger base. Because what we can do is just get rid of the thanks for watching. And now this can be the start of our end screen. So we're going to need... I think 2 versions. One for videos that are in a series. And then one that is for just one-off videos, right? So... let me think. Yeah, let's do the one for if it's in a series first. So let's do one here. That looks pretty good spacing. And then we're going to copy it. And we're going to put it here on this side. Yeah, that's probably pretty good there. But this one doesn't look right. How's that? That doesn't look terrible distance-wise. This one on the bottom should be mint. I think that's what we'll do. And then I need to test the spacing on this with one first. So let's go ahead and add a black stroke. How big are the ones on this? I think they're 5. I really do. So if they are, let's try this. Convert to smart object. And then let's add another stroke. It might even be a 10. I might be wrong here. So give me a moment. Gradient. Yeah, they're 10s. So let's actually do this. We're going to go back to when this rectangle was just a rectangle and when it was mint. We're going to line it up in this corner. Oh, I also need to get rid of the black stroke on it. So there we go. I think that's good. So let's see this. When it's up 1, there's a black line. But when it's down 1, there's no more black line. Oop, shit. There. There. So now we're going to move it 25 to the left and 25 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now that is 25 away. This way and this way. And it looks pretty good vertically. I almost want to see how many pixels that is to get that to line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that accurate? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then we'll do 30. Okay, we'll do it up and out 30, and then we'll do the same thing up here. Ooh, gotta love the 1 pixel stroke on this thing. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that should be 30 on that side as well. Oh, that looks lower. Does it not? That looks lower on that side, chat. That's not just me, right? Okay, then in that case, let's bring this one. Yeah, just make it unlisted. If you can. We'll move this down 3 over 3. That should be pretty good there. And that should be good there. Okay. They look about the same distance. That should be fine. And then if I do a stroke of 10 and then blend. Oh, wait, no. Smart object. And then let's do it again. We will add another stroke. Okay, it didn't impede, which is really good for us. Gradient. Hey! It like butts up right with it. That's not bad. What do we think of that gradient placement? It could also be reversed. Ah, shit. I mean, it won't really matter because that's where we're putting the video, right? So it's going to be covered anyway. So really, what matters is the gradient positioning and what I would prefer. I mean, it would keep the pattern if the pink was here, because then it'd go pink, blue, pink. So let's do that. Then on this one, we're going to add... Ooh. So we got to add the black stroke first of 10. Make it a smart object. And then we got to do it again. And let's hope it doesn't impede. It impeded a little bit right there. Which means we're going to have to move it up a little bit more. And that'll keep the pattern. Ooh, but we can't. Okay, for some reason that line is a little off. So I think we're just going to shrink each of these boxes by a bit. So let's rasterize this. And let's rasterize this. So they both should be the same size. Yeah, they are. So let's do a width of 700 instead. And then we can readjust. There. Let's move this to a very small gap there. So an equally small gap on that side. Let's add the gap there. Just a little. How does that look? What do you think, chat? Or do we make them even smaller so we can add, like, subscribe in the middle? I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. It's fair. We could make it a little bit smaller and then add, like, the icon, the channel icon here so they can subscribe on it, too. But I don't know. Geometrically, this is feeling pretty good. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Instead of the subscribe, you could just add a bell icon. I mean, I could, but where? Because, I mean, I could still put a bell icon in the middle. But meh. Could use the negative space next to either box. Well, but theoretically, right here, I'm going to put last video. And then next video. Right? Or episode. Jesus. I hate that my keyboard's double typing sometimes. Theoretically, these would say, like, last video or last episode and next episode. Like, if we were to use this screen specifically is for, like, Steam Key Roulette. It would say last episode with an arrow and then next episode also probably similarly with an arrow. You know. Check your DM, my guy. Alrighty. But we'll come back to this in a minute. Because I have a feeling we have something ready for us. I mean, okay. Yep, I already read that. Boop. There it is. There's the test video. Alright, let's test. Let's see it, chat. Are you guys ready to see if our visual worked? Are you prepared? Are you even ready? So yeah, making them smaller might work better for subscribe unless you use one of those corners. Those shapes around the border are either subscribe, text, or the channel icon. Yes, let's see it. All right. Let's see it, chat. Sounds like you want to see it, chat. So let's do it. Here we go.
When are we able to make it a big girl?
A what?
Bigger grill, whatever.
Oh. Okay. Keep in mind, chat. On desktop, the subscribe button is down here. But if we keep it in mind, on mobile, this should be in about the same spot, and then the subscribe button is going to be like right here. Just keep that in mind. Sponge boy, get back on the grill. Okay, so the purple box needs to be bigger. Do we know when it cuts off? When does it become ... Do we know? I need to know how long to make the box. It does. Might need to see it on mobile. Let me look at it on mobile real quick. Here. I'm going to take a look myself too. It's actually unlisted right now. Or it should be. But I'll show it on screen. I'll show it on camera. Yeah, the UI on desktop version is definitely in the bottom right. But, okay. If I look at the metrics for what platform people watched on, I think 75% of all shorts views are literally on mobile phones. Which makes sense, right? Like, we would expect that, I would think. Like, let me look at this video, for example. Audience, graph, traffic, source? No, device type. Mobile phone was 74.6%. TV is 9.6%. Tablets 8.4%. And then computer is 7.3%. So there's like a 75% group of people that would see it properly, theoretically. Let me look at it on mobile though. I'll show you guys. I'll show it to you. I won't be able to see my subscribe button, but wow. Okay, so on mobile, it fit perfectly. But on computer, it didn't. I think we just got to deal with it then, right? Yeah, on mobile, it looks fine, which is 75% of our viewership. So I almost... I don't want to say we don't give a shit about computer, but there's two major, like, differences, right? First of all, computer only had, like, 7 or 8%. But, if you guys can see, so the difference between them is these options are outside of the video on desktop. They're outside of the video, which is the big difference. Because when they do that, they then move the channel down here, and they move subscribe down here with it, and the audio things here. So I think we can't account for everything. We have to play to what is the majority of our viewership, right? Which, to me, when I see 75% is mobile, I think we have to play to the mobile, and it looks like it works fine on mobile. Like, I can't see it with the subscribe button. Personally, like, I can't see it with the subscribe button because I'm logged into my own account right now on my phone. But it looks like it's probably in the right spot. Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look one more time. Here. Let me unsubscribe on this account, and let me see if I can see it if I do this. Okay. Now I'm watching. There. We'll keep it very close up so you guys can see it. The subscribe button's a little big, but I don't know if that matters. What do you think, chat? Does that matter if it's a little bit big for the subscribe button? Should I make it a little smaller? Subscribe is a little off, but it's fine. I mean, if I bring it up a little bit on the bottom edge and a little bit in... Do I even need the box? It stands out, right? Do I even need the box? The subscribe button's a bright red button. Surely nobody's going to miss that shit, right? Maybe we just shouldn't include that box. I think that's maybe a better choice. I mean, because, yeah, I don't think we need the box. Yeah. So let's do that. So yeah, if we go in here, we should just be able to just get rid of that box. Because, okay, if it says subscribe and it's pointing, then, I mean, what the fuck else are they going to do? Click on my YouTube channel? I mean, they could click on my name, but then they might subscribe there anyway. So yeah, I think that's better. And then I think this one worked. For mobile, this one worked. For mobile, it worked. For computer, it won't. But for computer, the subscribe one won't either. Because the arrow will be pointing to the incorrect corner. But we can't placate to the PC audience. We have to placate to where we get the most views. And it's definitely like 75% is mobile. So I just think that that's what we need to do. I will export this new file, real. And then I don't think we need to do it again, realistically. Yeah, we can replace that file. I think that should be good. On PC, I think they're just gonna have to deal with it. If you're watching shorts on PC, I think it's a little bit degen anyway, but you know, it is what it is. If you want to watch shorts on PC, go for it. But I'm not a shorts on PC enjoyer. All right, now back to the end screen. Let's turn some music back on. Did I turn that off? I might have turned that off. I did. How many videos are we in? Oh, we are at the end of that playlist. Let's go to the beginning of this one then. Let's go to this one. Of the sun came back again to make it clear that. All right, here we go. So, we said we probably should make this box even smaller. So in that case, then let's make it a solid 600. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the box down here. We are gonna make it a solid 600. And then we gotta move it back here. Make enough of a border that it's clear, but not too much. That's probably better. How's that look, chat? And then we'll do next episode. We're going to grab our little arrow here. We can rotate this 45. Smart object. Rasterize. Oof. I will make it smaller. Which direction looks better? Option 1 or option 2? Basically, we're looking at like this corner, right? Because like it angles a little bit. Option 1, option 2. Option 1. Option 2. Any thoughts? I think I'm leaning this one. Personally. Option 2. Alrighty. And then we can do this for next episode. And actually, let's move this up a bit. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then that center circle should be able to fit there, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think the center channel circle should be able to fit there. Let's move this up a little bit more, though. If I make a... Yeah, let's make 100 by 100. If I center this, where is that? It's like there. Yeah, that looks about even. It's not the best, but it's not far off. Let's go ahead and make the text look nice. Smart object, blend, stroke, 5. And then this one should be a black one. Convert it to another smart object. Blend again, stroke, gradient. Ah, fuck. I never made the text gradient. Shit. Whoops. Here we go. Gradient overlay. There we go. Now I can make it a smart object again. Now I can add the secondary stroke. Gradient. There we go. Next episode. We can move that back. Oh, shit. Redo that. Let's move it to the side a little bit. How about that? What am I moving? Oh, I was moving the black rectangle. Okay. I think that looks good. Next episode. Nice. Let's edit last episode. Oh, that's right. Color overlay. Smart object. Blend. Gradient overlay plus a black stroke. There we go. And then convert it to a smart object. Blend. Stroke. Gradient. Nice. Do you guys think... Do you think the text should be closer to the center, like this one? So this one would be like here, and then the arrow would be above. Should the arrows be closer to these walls, or should the text be closer to the walls? What do you think? Text should be closer? Kind of agree. It's like that. What do we think? I think that looks pretty good. And it looks fairly even. What do we think? I think I like it. And obviously we get rid of this box. We don't need that. But I think otherwise, that might be pretty good. I think that's probably good. Let me go ahead and hit export on this. Yeah, looks good. Awesome. So let's go ahead and hit an export on this. And then we're gonna make the second version. Which will be for normal videos. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually don't think we're done with this yet, right? Hold on. So we're still gonna have that there. I think we need this, but smaller. Rasterize. I think we need this but smaller. So let's do a width of like 350. Oh, actually, let's make it a little bigger than that. Let's do 400. Still a bit small. Okay, then let's keep it at a height of 100. How about that? Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll put the subscribe right there. Maybe. Maybe I should make it just a little smaller. 90? Try that. Could do that. And then take one of these. I mean, we can expect the circle to be probably about this wide. Actually, let me do something for a moment. Oh, sorry, one right. Yep. You guys will get to see how I throw this together. Yeah, that looks right. Then, pink. Then what if I do something like this? Then let me zoom in. Because what I want to do is I want this to be flush so that the spacing is exact. Boom. Alright, I gotta head out. Got class in the morning. Have a nice rest of your stream. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for stopping by and subbing. With your Prime. Taking Jeff Bezos' money, bro. What do we think of that, chat? Is that good? I don't hate that. I could also bring it in one more. So, like, I could copy and paste this, and I could do it one more time. Like that. What do we think of that? What do you think, chat? Good? I kind of like that. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. Let's see. Let's add our black stroke. This one I think was 10. It might have been a 20, but we can come back if it was. Then we can add our gradient and we can reverse it. Ooh! That kind of makes the box, but differently. Do you see that? It still makes the same general shape as what the box was before. Hold on. For example, if I take this. It's different, but it's kind of good. I could make the angle match, though. Looks solid. That's fair. I could make the angle match a little bit better. I'm thinking of doing that. Let's make the angle match a little. So let's remove those. Let's make this instead of 45, let's make it 30, because I think that's the actual angle. And then there we go. Copy, paste. Oh shit. Delete. There we go. Then, if we do it again, we can stack it. There it is. There's that pixel line. And boom, it is gone. I think it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. And now it's gone. That almost exactly matches that angle. Actually, it should exactly match because I think that angle was 30. Dude! Look at that! Oh, that angle. This one's still not connected, right? Hold up. Why does that look like that? From far away, it looks wrong. Okay, it's better now. That was weird. Okay, anyway. So yeah, you see that? The box? Is that angle not... That's not the right angle. What angle is that? Is that a... Is it a 25? Hold on. Maybe I'm a little confused. Hold on. Let me open up the project. Thanks for watching. What is this angle? Oh, that's right. It's 37.5. I had to go between 45 and 30. Okay. So it's actually, let's fix it just a little bit more. So let's go here. Let's go to before I did that. Okay. So let's just do this. Let's pull these two away. Pull these two away. And change their angles. So this one should be 37.5. There we go. Now we can fix it. There. Then this one is a 37.5. Why a 0.49? Do a 0.5! What? Oh, this one did that too. Okay, fine. There. Okay. That looks good. There's a 37.5. Bro's gonna line up for 50 hours soon? No. Nope. Just trying to make it match the angles of other stuff that's being used for the channel. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, wow, okay. There. Now we get to compare it with the other piece, which the angles should line up now. So it should be pretty good. There we go. The other one had a little bit less room because it cut over like this. This one's a little bit wider, but that's okay with me. I'm good with that. So now we're going to remove that image. And now we get to do the design work on these pieces. Oh shit, I accidentally merged in the background. Gotta get rid of the black box first. Then we merge visible. Now we can add the black box back. Now we add in the black stroke first. Cancel. Black color stroke. Did we find it was a 10 or a 20? I don't remember now. We'll just go with a 10. See how it plays. Convert to smart object. Blend. Stroke. Gradient. It's a good reverse gradient. That's strong. That's really good. Then we can add in the subscribe, the arrow, the box. Ah, and that lines up. That's really nice. That's good. Ah, I know one mistake I made. I know one mistake I made. And it's a mistake that I made because I did not combine the pinks together first. Merge visible, hide them. Okay. Then we have to merge the blues. Then they each need to get a stroke. Black stroke of 10. There we go. That way, there's a boundary there. Because that's something that was on the other piece too, is there's a black boundary line where they meet. Now, we can merge those. Convert it to a smart object. Blend. Add another stroke. And this one's our gradient. And there we go. Now we add our rectangles, our arrows, next episode, subscribe, our other angle, or arrow, sorry, last episode. And then subscribe, because we've added more space, subscribe can move over, and then we can make a smaller arrow. We're going to cut its width in half. Subscribe. Right there. That's pretty good. And I actually also think we can make... I don't want to make them too big, but we can space stuff out a little bit. Like this can have a height of 5 rules and 24 objectives finished for our contest. Sick! Were you guys able to look at that video and get any good info from it? Hopefully. Hopefully it helped. Yeah? Alright, great. That's awesome. Okay, sick. I think this should work. Still trying to figure out if it's going to be objective-based or finishing the game as well. I think one of the objectives should be beating Ansem. But it has to be a rule that is your 13th one. Oh, he can't hear me ad break. No, ad break, why? Can you hear me yet, Strike? Strike, strike, strike. Can you hear me now? When does the ad break go up? Okay. Idea. Another rule in the last objective. They're tied together, okay? One of the objectives is beating Ansem. But it has to be the last one they do if they're going to do it. If they're going to beat Ansem, it has to be their 13th objective. They don't have to beat Ansem to win, but if they beat Ansem, it has to be their 13th objective. Or maybe that should be the rule. Maybe the 13th objective has to be beating Ansem. And then you should make it the center spot on the board. Thoughts? You could make it a rule that one's required to be last, and it has to be their 13th. We don't have a bingo board, though. You should make one. There's 25 objectives. It's a 5x5. You 100% should make a board for it. It would make it way more entertaining, especially if you're going to stream it. If you're going to stream it, you got to have a bingo board. It would just probably make it better. I could make the image for you. I could make the bingo board. I don't care. I could design the bingo board. I'll let you know if we need one. Alright, sick. Happy to help, man. I'll convince the homies? Alright. Fair enough. You don't have to do too much convincing. But if you think it's good and you like it, then go for it. Alright, chat. I think this is good. Right? I think so. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Last episode, next episode, subscribe. I think this is good. I think this is a good end screen. I think this is good. And since I think it's good, I will export it. Rial, any thoughts? Personally, I like it, but you might not. Alright, Rial, I'm sending it too. Now, we need to make another version. So now, we're on a file called YTN Screen 2 with the same layers. But what we're going to do, we're going to remove this. We're going to remove last episode. We're going to remove this arrow. This is going to say subscribe. And then this down here should say random video. So we're going to need to make another text box that says random video. Because that's one that YouTube has selected for them. Cancel. Color overlay. Smart object. Blend. Gradient overlay. Stroke. Color. 5. Smart object. Blend. Wait, wrong thing. Blend, stroke, gradient, flip it, random video. It shouldn't say random video. It should say suggested for you. Right? Isn't that what every YouTuber says? This is YouTube's suggested video. They suggest this video right to you. Yeah. That's what YouTube says. That's how you spell suggested, right? I'm not being dumb. I got it right. I doubt myself sometimes. Yeah, suggested for you and subscribe. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. I wonder if I should have done this. And then to put it at the very corners. But then it doesn't look right, right? Shoot. How many back can I go? Crap. One sec, chat. Of course it doesn't store more than that. Shit. Crap. I mean, so here's my issue, right? My only problem is that like this doesn't have the black corners. And I probably should have paid more attention to that. I mean, I like it, but I still feel like it should have the black corners, right? So I'm trying to think of how I need to do that. I can't edit redo anymore. Fuck. Give me a moment. Let me see. So if I'm going to come up with a fix, I need to come up with a fix that works for both. The box was that width. So if I do that... Okay, that width looks right. No, it doesn't. It's off by like a pixel. That's still over. That's still off by a singular pixel. There. Okay. So if I'm gonna do this, I need to be certain about what I'm doing. Sorry, chat. So I would need to line this up with this piece. So I think that's good there. And then this piece needs to go up here if I want to do this properly. Okay, so then, theoretically, if I were to add a black rectangle here, no, I can't do that. Like this, black, rotate it. Could do that. So long as I set it behind that. Then I can copy it. Paste. Oh, didn't work. Copy, paste. Put it here. So long as I put it behind that one. Okay. Then, let's color this mint. This pink. Blending. Stroke. 9, 10. That closes that gap, right? I think it does. It looks like it does. It damn well looks like it does. So if I make that black, because that's what it needs to be. Okay. The problem is that this cuts into the pink, right? That's a problem. We don't want that. But I should be able to fix it. Because if so I need to finish this. This piece I now need to convert as smart object, blend. I need to add the colorful stroke now. The gradient stroke. But I need it to be... Ooh, cancel, actually. I need it to combine with this one. Back's probably sore after grinding, my guy. Wow. Fair. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Get rid of the black background. Okay, where's my other bar? Is it this one? No. Where is it? This one. Okay, I now need to combine visible, blend. In order to get the gradient right, I need to do it like that, but flip it. That should match this. Yeah, it does. That matches its depth because it's going vertically. It's going vertically. So then what I need to do is I need to look at this layer, and I need to get this piece and overlay it. So I need to do this. On this layer, copy paste. And now we have this piece that just exists. We're gonna put it there for now. And then same thing, we need to do it here. So we need to do the same thing here. Copy paste. Now we have that piece. Wait, what is this? Oh! Oh! I think we also need the gradient effect, though. Because if I move this... Which layer is it? This layer? If I move it here... This will also need to go here. Where's the other layer? Oh, it's in there. It is just hard to see it. Oh, that's just slightly off. Okay. Which means what? Wait, that just means actually we need to cut that piece out. There. That works. Okay, that side's repaired. There we go. Now we need to repair this one. Same deal. We snap it in place. There we go. And that fixes the gradient on that side. Now we need to do the same thing up here. So this piece... Oh, I need to take off this piece to visualize better. We need to grab this. Copy paste. Then same thing. We need to grab this piece. Copy paste. Now we grab this. We put where these need to go up here. This piece goes here. Shoot, we didn't grab enough. Okay. Delete. Let's see if we grabbed enough here. We did. And then what we need to do is we just erase. We need a bigger eraser than that. That should work. Then we just erase to this line, and that's great. Now we need to go here. Lasso. There. Copy paste. Drag it up. It's already in the right position. And then we just erase. So we get that nice boundary line, which has the correct gradient. There we go. Wow. Holy shit. There we go. Okay, so now what we do is we add our elements back. There we go. Wow. Jesus. Oh. It was rough, but hey, we got it. We got it there. File, save, then export. Yes, replace the old version. Alrighty. Rial, you'll be getting the actual version now. Fantastic. Now what we gotta do place that version. Oh. End screen 2. Save. Replace. Great. Now, we just gotta make the second version. So for the second version, this goes away. Last episode goes away. Next episode goes away. This arrow can go away. Subscribe moves up here. The arrow can move a little. Then we're gonna add suggested. Oh my god. For you. And then we can shrink this to what, a 20? Great. Blend. Color overlay. Great. Then smart object. Stroke. Black. Gradient. The stroke is 10. No, it should be 5 on text. Then, smart object, blend, stroke, gradient, and flip it. And that is a video suggested for you. Let's go. That's pretty good. In my opinion, if I do say so myself. There we go. Whew. Damn. Maybe we should center the arrows with each other. There we go. But I can move it up a bit. Suggested for you and subscribe. Sick. Maybe I should rewrite subscribe. I brought that text over from another one, but I think I should rewrite it. Because it looks a little off. Ooh, next up is Jardivor's song. Yup. 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 Subscribe. There we go. And that just is what it is, folks. There we go. Very nice. Oh, you redeemed a stretch. I didn't even know. Fuck, I didn't have the right chat open. My apologies. There we go. That looks good to me. But what that means is I probably also should go edit the other one. File, save. Gonna pop through here real quick. Open. Yeah, that text looks a little off. Probably should edit it. Yeah, let's edit the subscribe word. Because on this one it looks fine, but on this one it looks a little off because it's just not the same size, unfortunately. But we'll fix it. Why is that size 18? Surely that's not what the other ones were. Right? I don't know. Might have been. If they were, that's unfortunate, and that's on me. I don't think they were, though. Because I made sure to try to make it correct. There we go. And the subscribe word. We got it there. And we'll hit save on that. And we'll hit save on... We already hit save on that. Should be pretty good. I'll go ahead and hit export and send them to the editor. Real. I already did the one for the series. Fair enough. Oh, wait, but I edited the word. Never mind. I need to re-export it. And then this one. Ooh, one thing that came to mind is, what if it's just the first episode? That means we do have a third version. Where, instead of saying suggested for you, this one should say next episode. That is a third version. Good to know that. There we go. Alrighty. There they are. Rial, are you in chat? Yo? Okay. So, I'm sending you 3. Oh wait, shit. Let me delete that one. The one I'm about to send you is for the first episode. So I'm gonna actually just delete these messages too. So there are 3 different ones here. Okay. The first one is for only the first episode in a YouTube series, because it says next episode on the bottom one. Then the next one is for any episode not episode 1, because it says last episode and next episode. And then this last one is for any like one-off episodes. So like if it's just a random ass episode, that's what it is. For random ass episodes that become series, I'm not worried about it being different. So yeah, there you go. There's three end screens. I got it. Awesome. Damn, chat. Where'd you find this? It's already 2:30 a.m. Holy moly, chat. That is pretty late. Yeesh. Who is still awake in the chat? Goodness. I still got a few people in here. Oh. Goodness. Well, the cool thing is that those should look good in the videos. They should look good. Oh. Wow. But there we go, Chad. It's pretty good. What else should we do? Didn't want to quite end stream yet. Because I have not been able to stream for a couple days. Oh yeah, what's the next content gonna be? I don't know yet. I gotta come up with it. I gotta search itch.io. Because I would like to restart back up itch.io exploration. Or indie exploration for you guys. But I will not be able to restart that this week. At this point, it's a little too close. It won't be Steam Key Roulette. So it will probably be a random one-off. But if it's going to be a random one-off, I kind of still got to plan something. So I don't know. What do you think I should do, chat? What do you think I should do for a video this week? I still have tomorrow to stream, which I will be streaming tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow's stream will be longer, like considerably longer. Yeah. Tomorrow's stream will 100% be a bit longer, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 1, what I should play tonight, and 2, what I should do for content for the YouTube. I don't know. I'm not certain. I'm not Pat certain. I have no clue, realistically. Yes. Yep. 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 So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, chat. Ah. Goodness. This has been a long day. We've only streamed for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Really 2:30. But because it started at midnight. We could do Jump King. I mean, it's a bit of a frustrating game, but it's kind of the point, you know? Or Escape Simulator. Jump King would be fine. It would be. We also could do Escape Simulator. I know you've liked that before, chat. I don't know what else, though. I mean, obviously I have other things, but not a huge amount. I don't think I want to double dip on House Flipper yet. Wait, is Gamescom going on right now? Gamescom was on the 19th? Oh, they're showcasing House Flipper 2 at Gamescom. That's a realistic way to clean a window. I see Windex. Hey. That's big. They're not using a vacuum anymore. Wow, that's actually crazy. There's already DLC for it. Come on. Give us a minute. It's a streamer, not a vacuum. A steamer, not a vacuum. No, I see a spray bottle. Like a Windex spray bottle. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You are incorrect. It's not a steamer. I meant in the first one. Is it a steamer? It sounds like it's sucking. It don't sound like it's blowing. If you know what I mean, chat. It's like one of those handheld vacuums. I'm not even kidding. I used to have one for our couch. It so seems like it. Plus, why would it... I mean, I guess it could be. No, it can't. Steam doesn't just get rid of the dirt. I mean, neither does a vacuum. But that's probably why they made it a spray bottle this time. It's literally got a huge water bottle attached to it. What do you mean? That could also just be the canister to hold the dirt. You act like I'm completely delusional here, but that also could just be a container for the dirt. Like a vacuum has. I'm gonna boot up the game just to see. Am I wrong? Hold up. I'm booting the game. Fuck this. I'm booting the game. We're not gonna play it, but I'm booting the game, chat. Whoop. Sorry. I hate you guys. I so thought it was a vacuum. I have to go to a house with a dirty window. That shouldn't be too difficult to find, but... I'm gonna house some flippers. No! Sorry, we gotta pause the music for a minute, chat. Because we have to see if it sounds like a steamer or if it sounds like a vacuum. I so thought it's been a vacuum this whole time. Either way, it's annoying as hell and very loud. Just saying. I definitely am glad to see a screenshot of them cleaning a window with a spray bottle. That will 100% be more accurate if they do that with like a rag. It would just be way better. More realistic. Because if you take a steamer or a vacuum to your window, you're stupid, right? Like, get some cleaner on that bitch, right? Demo update. I already own those. New devlog ahead. The fuck is that even for? Why are you advertising it to me? Man, I hope it's a vacuum. I hope I'm right. If I'm not, it's whatever. I guess then I'm glad that I know what it is, but I thought it was. I wish I could dirty up a window so I could clean it and see. And not have to, like, start up a job. But it is what it is, I guess. Alright, here we go. Let's go in here. Do I have any dirty windows in here? No, I don't. Fuck, I have to go do a job. Save me from these horrible colors. No, just give me a house cleaning job. Christmas cleaning. And all of the windows shine. Let's do it. Let's do some Christmas cleaning. It's snowy. I like that. I like winter, chat. I prefer winter, actually. I prefer winter. I like the snow. I like the general happiness around holidays. I really do. Ooh, look at that snow! This is actually, like, kind of quaint and really nice. I really like it. I need to turn this up a little bit. I feel like I can barely hear it. Maybe that's also just me. Yeah, we're good. Wow. I wish it was daylight. Can I sleep until morning? Ah, fuck. Why can't I sleep in this one? Oh. Sleep till next morning. Okay, at least it's daytime now. It's really not. Sleep till noon. Homie, where do you live? Whoa, wait. I'm sorry, where do you live that this is noon? Anyone know? Are we in the Arctic Circle? Where the fuck are we? I was hoping to get a good look at this thing, but whatever. Okay. I can't tell if that's a water capsule or not. I mean, I feel like if it was steam, it would come off a little bit more, right? What do you think, chat? Vacuum? Steamer? I don't know. What I do know is it's annoying as fuck. That almost just seems like a blue handle and not a steamer. It doesn't seem like water. It seems like... Yeah. Yeah, here's a better look. Doesn't that just look like a vacuum? Maybe it's not, but... I need an opinion, chat. I thought it was a vacuum. I don't know. Any opinions? At all? I don't see any opinions. I have no clue. I don't know. It is dirty in here, though. They're lucky this is what I get paid for. Ooh, that's a nice fire. Can I burn myself? Nope. Doesn't seem like it. I don't know what it is, chat. I'm still gonna say it's a vacuum, but I could be wrong. Until somebody looks it up, I think I'm just gonna stick with saying that it's a vacuum. Oh, shit. I could have been turning on the lights. How dumb am I? Don't answer that. I don't know. I have no reflection. Oh, God. I gotta leave. They have, like, no light in their entryway. I feel like there should be at least, like, one, right? I feel like you gotta have one, right? Yeah. I'm not wrong. Yeah. I'm not wrong. Why does this look weird? It looks gray. Whereas the others don't. That just looks weird. I don't know. God, what the fuck do these people do? Just party all the time? I wonder if these are like family photos of the devs. Lots of game devs like to do that. Dude, who's the fucking pizza king? Jesus. Pizza and Mountain Dew, bro. That's all this guy does. And you have a ball? What the hell? Okay. How random. Clean window. Oh. I don't know. It seems like a vacuum. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Hanging lights, snowflake. We'll get there. Not yet, though. Oh, the door was just dirty. Oh, that's why it looked weird. Yikes. Overall, I mean, why does it open that way? That's so annoying. Fucking reverse it. I mean, I guess then the hinge would be on the wall, but then just move it a little bit inward. That way it doesn't have that problem. I don't know. Oh, that's crazy reflection. Wow, it's got ray tracing. Yeah, we'll see about House Flipper 2. It may not be that good. Well, but then again, if there's already a spray bottle to clean, then who knows? Alright, the garage is already done. Bathroom, already done. You want to put so many decorations in here. Alright, fine. Alright, you want to put in here, you want to put snowflake hanging lights. Okay, you want 3 of them. Sure. Oh, they're on the wall. Sure, that's fun. If they're hanging lights, don't you think they should hang from the ceiling? I think that would look better, but who knows. What about in here? Mountable wide curtain. I don't think we've put a curtain on yet. But okay. Let's assemble it. I literally don't think we've made, like, a house with curtains yet. Like, literally at all. What small vacuum has a head like that? I'm just saying. I don't know if I can find anything on it online. So it really could be either. I mean, the handle just doesn't seem like it's a water container. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ooh. What kind of ornament? I think we do a blue ornament. Red bow. Ooh, it could be a snowy base. I actually kind of like that. Let's put it right there. Shit, we got to center it a little bit better. There. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. Maybe it should be green. Oh, well. Who cares? Bells! Silver bells. Silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Not quite yet, though. And then we'll put, like, one here, and then we'll offset, and we'll put one here and one here. Yeah! Let's turn them on. Boop, 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 boop. Hanging lights, big star, long. Let's do snowy. Let's do a snowy light. We'll put that one there. And there. Boop, boop. I think this needs to move just literally one that way. And then this needs to do the same. There. How's that? Yeah. Poinsettias. A little white poinsettia. Yeah, that looks good. I like this room. It looks nice. Nice. Okay. Wait, is this room done? Yay, it's done. Okay, now we get to decorate the living room, which I think is the last room for this. Christmas garland. This probably should go above. Ooh. Snowy, grassy, green, dark green, or white. Let's do snowy. Let's put this above the TV. Yeah, that looks nice. Then we have two bells. We'll do silver bells. Oh shit. Can a mod change the category to house flipper? I know we're not doing this for very long, but it's probably still a better idea than not doing it at all. Oh, it's not centered. Ooh. There. It's at least better. Did I just see a snowflake come inside? Bruh! It's closed. A big gift package. Wow. Let's do golden. Green and red? Yeah, let's do green and red, I guess. We'll put it on the table. Gift medium. Ooh. These aren't bad looking. This is a nice looking gift. Yeah, and it costs $42 too. Let's be fucking accurate, why don't we? Jesus. Let's do a blue bow. A blue bow on a green box doesn't look bad, man. Put that one there. Hanging light garland long. Let's do snowy lights. Are there any other lights going in here? Not really. They offer no light at all, dude. Jesus. The only part of the room that's lit up is that. That sucks. Game House Flipper. If that doesn't work, if you're in mod view, you should be able to see the pencil next to the title. That'll let you do it. It should be slash game, not exclamation point. Slash would work probably. Mistletoe. Why isn't it red berries? The hell? Why are they not red? Wait, mistletoe is not white? What? Dude, why are the mistletoe berries white? Tried that, but there was no command. I'm also not seeing the pencil. Well, shit. Okay, I'll do it. That's weird. I don't know. House Flipper 2 already has 1.3k followers for the category. Interesting. Okay. Next, a nutcracker. Okay. Let's put this bad boy up here. We probably should turn that on. Except for the fact that they won't be home. But that's okay. Put the nutcracker here. A Christmas. Why do you call it a snowball? It's called a snow globe. The hell? Let's put it there. Another Christmas wreath. Let's do this one. I think this one is a green one is good. Why is that rotated? There. What do you think here? That's not bad. I kind of like that. A Christmas tree. The first Christmas baubles. Oh, there's multiple different types here. There's actually so many. Let's make it a snowy tree. Let's do that. The star can be gold. The flower pot. Let's do a black pot, I guess. It's not an artificial tree, but fair enough. The lights, let's make a snowy blue and white. We'll make the first ones blue. We'll make the second ones white. We'll make the third ones a light blue. Christmas chain? It's called garland. It's called garland. What the hell are you on? The fuck? Out here calling it a fucking Christmas chain. Who calls it a goddamn Christmas chain? I'm sorry, but who calls it a Christmas chain? You're fucking high. And it does not cost $30 to get a fully decorated fucking tree. There's no way. I'm just saying. What colors are missing? No, I mean, it's the same amount of colors. It's just different placement for some reason. We'll do snowy blue on that one, too. I think that one is the tiny one. It goes on a table, not a big tree. Oh. Nope! This a big one. This a big tree. I don't know where the fuck they want it. What do they want me to do? Rearrange their furniture? The fuck? This room is not set up to have a fucking Christmas tree in it. Oh, look at that. It's pretty nice. This room is not set up to have a fucking Christmas tree. Like, at all. Okay, come on. Whole family must have room for family gatherings. Great. I'm glad. Good for you. Let's then move this. Let's move it over here for now. Let's pick this up. Let's move it over here. Let's move the rug here. Table here. Present here. Actually, we'll put the presents under the tree in a minute. Then let's put this here, because there's still room to walk behind to leave the room. Then we can rotate this one to be a bit more here. And then we're going to actually rotate the table as well as the rug. To be a bit more in the space. There. Nice. There. And you can still walk around entirely and go to your garage or... I mean, it still feels like not fantastic placement, but... Bro, what country is this and how do I get a visa? What do you mean? Why? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What country is this? Presumably the United States. It's just nighttime all the time. At least it seems. I'm still not certain if I like this arrangement or not. I mean, part of me wants to put the tree over here. In this corner. But then this needs to move. Like, back here. If I'm going to do that, this needs to be more open. Yeah, let's do it. Let's move that over there. Now we're going to move this over here. Do the same thing with this. Actually, this one, we're going to put it like this. Let's go and move the tree. Oh, that's still the proper direction for the sliding door. Nice. Okay, that's really good, actually. That's pretty cool. Okay. Cool. Let's rotate it a little so it faces the crowd a little. Let's put it there. Nice. Stars facing the room. Now we can put the couch. I almost prefer to have the couch like on this side. Is that crazy? I almost prefer to have the couch on this side and then like have this a little closer to the table like that. Is that crazy? That might be a little crazy. But I think that's not terrible. But I think if I'm going to do that, I'm going to re-rotate this to be like more square with the room. There. That's not bad. I think that's way better than what it was before. Like, that is leagues better. This bamboo needs to get the fuck out of here. It's Christmas. Not, I don't know, some other time of the year. Let's put it in the bathroom. It's your shamboo. Your shit bamboo. Fucking. Let's put it in the garage. Bamboo can live out there. Looks nice when you pull in. There you go. I hid your bamboo. And they want poinsettias now. Great. Let's do a white pot with white flowers. We'll put a poinsettia on the table. On this table. And on this There we go. Everything's done. We're also moving this bamboo out into the garage because we still don't need bamboo at Christmas. It can go in this corner. It can come back inside when Christmas is over. Hey, that looks pretty good. It definitely looks better than before. I think this is set up way better to have Christmas. I just do. It's way nicer. I like this. This is cozy. Shboop. 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 Alright. Cool. And that's everything. And what have we learned, chat? Absolutely fucking nothing. Because we can't decide if it's a vacuum or not. Oh, I didn't take a picture of that room. Oh, well. That doesn't even look like the same floor anymore. Wow. Yup. We learned absolutely nothing. But hey, Christmas decorations do be popping off. They are really good. But we did literally learn nothing. And I still don't know what I'm going to do for content tomorrow. But alas, like this computer may tell you, it is now 3:04 a.m. for me. We never did any of the pets DLC or the farm DLC. We literally haven't. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. Goodness. Oh, jeez, chat. I probably should call it. Realistically. Especially if I want to get up at a decent hour tomorrow. And if I would like to stream for a long time tomorrow. Which is my intention. It is my intention to stream for a good amount tomorrow. But yeah. Let me go ahead and get around. Let's get the music a-playing. Yeah, I'm going to say goodnight now. Have a good one. All right. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you being around, homie. Whoop, whoop. All right. And here we go. Let's get right into the credits. I'm not certain you guys can hear it, really. Yeah, you can hear it. Let's get the credits rolling. Thank you to all of the following individuals for supporting the stream. Big BTCN with the resub, and then moderators Apparition, Coolio, and Jard was literally just in here. Did it really already take him off the list? That is insane. Jard was here. People, Jard was here. I don't know if you know what I mean, but Jard was here. I'm gonna skip forward. How fun. At least we're already ending chat. I'll see you next time. Be good. I appreciate you. Till next time. Spread love. Be kind.